welcome to the new save, What Happens If Spurs Sack Jose Mourinho. As we can see here, we simulated all the way to the end of the season. Tottenham have finished 6th. Now I know that that's not going to be a good enough position for Spurs. They're going to sack their manager. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that job. We're going to go through the transfer window, bring in some of our own players. I'm going to come back for the season opener, show you the tactics, show you the players that we brought in, and play the first game. Here we are, guys. Skeleton A, the new Tottenham manager. Alright, guys, welcome back. I'm going to take you through the transfers that I did through the summer. Got rid of a few players, Eric Dyer, Eric Lamela, and a few other fringe players here. First signing I brought in was straight away, I brought in James Ward-Prowse. I brought in a replacement goalkeeper, Nubel from Bayern Munich. He's actually really good. I brought in Milenkovic, the centre-back from Fiorentina. Gabriel Barbosa from Flamengo as my striker, and you'll see why soon. A right back in Lazzari, Locatelli, and Rafinha for the wing. And also, as well, I brought in Saul as another defender because I feared that was the weak point in this team. And Eric Garcia has also come in. This signing was already done before I got here. Some more players went out. Obviously, Danny Rose left. Davinson Sanchez I got rid of as well. And a couple other fringe players here. Aurier's gone out on loan. Alright guys, so here's the team, here's the tactics. There'll be a few surprises in here that you'll see. But let's start off with the person that is missing right now. Riafano's on international duty, so I've got Sissignon playing out on the wing. Son Heung-min, who's actually trying to force a move away from me at the moment, but I won't let him go, is on the other wing. I've got Kane as the second striker. His passing is elite. If we have a look here, he has fantastic long shots as the second striker. His fantastic long shots and his passing is elite. So I've got him playing there to feed Barbosa. His player traits, he tries long passes. He tries killer balls often. Him playing in that holding role here, this little cam position, this second striker, to get license to get into the box to score, take long range shots, get headers in if he needs to, but also be the playmaker. That's exactly what I want from him. So I've got him playing there. I've got the engine room here in Locatelli and Ward-Prowse, both very good at passing. They get around the pitch, good at tackling as well. Ward-Prowse's set pieces are just elite. And with him feeding balls into like Kane and the Twin Towers back here in Saul and Milenkovic, we've got a very good chance of scoring some set pieces. And the wing backs, Lazzari, Reguilon, both fantastic crossers of the ball, both like to get forward. They'll be on the overlaps with the inverted wingers cutting in. Our first game is against Leicester, so I'm going to sim straight to that, and we'll be back for the game. Here we go, guys. First game of the season. So let's get right into this, and there's a first highlight here for Leicester. Well claimed by our goalkeeper there, Nubel. Doesn't do what I tell him to do, which is to play it short, unless they get the ball back. Leicester on the attack. This doesn't look good. Harvey Barnes puts it in. Fantastic save. What a save that was. Well, I'm very, very happy now that I signed him. I'm going to give him a little bit of encouragement here. Spurs, they're not quite playing to the way I would like them to. There we go. Highlight for Spurs. Would it come of anything? Lazzari into Kane. Lazzari goes down the wing. Gets into the box, crosses the ball. Kane nearly heads it in. He just heads it over there. All right, guys. So half time. Boring game by the looks of it at the moment. We're not quite doing what I expect them to, so I'm going to fire them up a bit, I think. I'm going to avenge what happened last time in the season that I wasn't actually here. Highlight here for Leicester. Michael has the ball, and they punt it long. That should be easy to deal for our centre-backs, and they do, and here's Son. Pulls it back, and James Ward-Prowse on his debut. James Ward-Prowse on his debut, run into the box-to-box midfielder. Lovely play by Son. He gets down the wing. We'll just watch the replay here. He gets down the wing, dodges the tackle coming in, holds the ball up, pulls it back. Ward-Prowse following in. Fantastic finish. 1-0 to the Spurs. Let's go. Still nothing here. We're holding on to a 1-0 win here, but Leicester have a highlight. Pratt has the ball. He has a shot. Nubel holds onto it smartly. Boots it long. Again, does something that I tell him not to do. Well, one there. Dele Alli punts it long. It's Sissoko who's just come on for Son. And he scores! Fantastic. Musa Sissoko on as a substitute for the Son who was getting tired. What a substitution. Fantastic. This is fantastic. I've been impressed with what I see here. And Harry Kane's picked up a little bit of a knock, but I can't make any more subs, so. Highlight for Leicester here. Albrighton with the corner. Oh, what an effort off the bar. Whew. Another highlight here. Spurs, Dele Alli. Oh, Leicester came at us. I will give them that. They did come at us. They've had more shots, but we've defended very well. It looks like we're going to hold on here for a 2-0 win on the opening day. I'm just going to play the formality. And there we go. Game over. Fantastic. I'm happy with that result. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to come back after we play a few more games, show you the halfway point, show you the results that we've had in the meantime, and then play one more game. Hello, guys, and welcome back. We're back now for checking the results. So what we're going to do is we're just going to see where we are in the league. As we can see here, it says 4th in the English Premier Division. And our next game is against Burnley as well. So far, so good, I would say. Let's have a look at the results. As you can see, the first 5 games in the Premier League, 2-0, 3-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0. We went off to an absolute flyer. Came back, Euro Cup, good start as well by looks of it, but smashed by Liverpool. So that Thursday night football is really coming back to haunt us right now. Did well in the Carabao Cup there. Drew against Arsenal. Can't complain too much about that. Again, doing well in the Euro Cup. Beat Brighton. Beat West Ham. Beat Leeds. Lost to Preston on penalties in the Carabao 4th round. That was one of the more disappointing results, if I'm being honest with you. For the Carabao Cup, we stood a good chance at. Still doing well in the Europa Cup. And then Chelsea came along and we lost 3-0. Can't even argue that we got absolutely battered. And totally deserved to lose it. Still doing well in the Euro Cup. Beat Wolves. All right there. And then some reason, out of nowhere, we lost 4-0 at home to Everton. I still can't explain what happened in this game. It was just a terrible, terrible game. And then we actually lost back-to-back because we were on our way to Aston Villa and we lost 1-0 there. So we've had a couple of disappointing results in the league there, which really did set us back. We're through in the Europa Cup. I wasn't ever too worried about that. Beat Barnsley 1-0. That was a good result to get us back on track, but then disappointing loss to Man City. But if you've seen Man City's team, I mean, we can always see Romelu Lukaku is here. So yes, I'm disappointed, but at the same time, it's Manchester City. They're just absolutely stacked. It wasn't too bad, but it was still quite close. So it was nice. And then we've had a couple more wins. Norwich there, and then Southampton. And as you'll see right here, Liverpool top with 45. Arsenal on 44. Man City on 38. And then we're next on 37. We do have a game in hand of Arsenal and Manchester City. So we do have a chance to leapfrog Man City and close the gap on Arsenal. But as you can see here as well, Leicester on 37. Manchester United have only played 16 games. They're only a point behind us. So it's going to be tight between City, Leicester, Manchester United. So that could be the fight for the season. And Arsenal, well, we all know what Arsenal are like. They'll probably flop towards the end. So that's what we're going to do now is we're going to jump right into the Burnley game. Right, guys, we're ready for the game. As you can see, I've had a slight change in the lineup here. I had to rest some players. Some of these players are absolutely shattered. So Harry Kane, Ward-Prowse on the bench. I've got a couple of injuries as well. Lazaro and Locatelli are out injured. So let's dive right into this game. Let's encourage a team from the get-go. Highlight for Spurs. Alderweireld with the throw-in. Me with the clearance. Lo Celso picks it up. The skip to Lo Celso. Don't lose it here. Alderweireld. Vignette inside to Lo Celso. Skip. Some good passing here. Sessegnon, his Son. Wins the ball back after giving it away. Good ball into Riafana. Is it? Oh my God. Barbosa. 2 attempts there. Really should have scored. Unbelievable. Okay. We are dominating this game, but we are doing not many highlights. Riafana is absolutely shattered already. And so is Son. So probably going to be a tactical switch at half time, I would say. I'll let you know what it is. All right, let's crack on with the second half. Couple of changes. I brought in Kane and Ben Davies for Rio Ferdinand and Son. Move Sessegnon from left back up to left wing. See if that makes a change. Garcia on the ball to Skip to Adavir out. Back to Skip. Plays it into the middle there to Lo Celso. Lo Celso decides to drive with the ball. And has a shot, but it is saved easily by Pope. Not much of a highlight there. Lo Celso with the ball. Whips it in. And Gabriel Barbosa scores. He does indeed. He gets onto it again. Our top goal scorer. Fantastic ball here by Lo Celso. Outswinger. Whips that in. Saul was there, but Gabby, as he's known on here, but Gabriel Barbosa gets himself onto the score sheet. 1-0 to Spurs. That little switch. Just a little switch. Minor tweak. Here comes Burnley with a corner. Set pieces. It's cleared. And Gabriel Barbosa is on the break. He's running past one. Runs past two. Is he going to go all the way? Saved by Pope. Saved by Pope. We have absolutely dominated Burnley. And now Burnley on the counter-attack. And here's Vidra. He picks it up. We've got plenty of men back, but is he going to hold it up? He does hold it up. Alderweireld does well, and he's fouled. Can we hold on to this 1-0 win, or can we extend it? No highlights at all going on right here. Burnley are not even pressing. We've got a few shots in recently, but it looks like we're going to come away with a win. And we do. We come away with a win. We did absolutely dominate them, to be fair. We absolutely dominated them. We definitely needed a win. A little bit worried the fact that we've only scored one goal there, and it was a set piece. So a little bit worrying there, but we have got a few injuries. So, right, guys. So as you can see right now, we're at the halfway stage in the Premier League. We're in 4th place on 40 points. A point ahead of Manchester United, who have, to be fair, 2 games in hand of us. But we do have a game in hand of Manchester City and Arsenal. We can catch up with Man City, I think, with a game. We can win that. And we could be still in 4th, I would say, at that point. That's the end of part 1. What we'll do is I'll do a second part to this, and we'll do the second half of the season. Show probably 3 or 4 games in that episode. And then we'll see where we're at the end of the season and wrap up and see if we believe that we did a better job than Jose Mourinho. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye now.